Hey, hello, everybody. Outlaw here. I am brand new greenhorn at all of this. Don't expect much out of it, but wanted to throw my 2 cents in on a little video that I watched. Been watching a lot of Scott Key's uh, product reviews, and man, a wealth of information, knowledge. Really good, honest reviews. Um, he did a review here just shortly about, I guess this might be a little while ago, but about monopods, shooting wildlife. I do wildlife photography, and he did a review here a little while back on monopods. And of course, I just stepped into the big boy lenses, and of course, my big boy lens is 25 years old. I finally came down enough to where I could afford it without giving up a leg, which I already almost did in a motorcycle accident. So anyway, I've got the Canon 500 f4L, the version one, uh, and it's pretty heavy, heavier than anything I've shot with thus far. Although I did have the Sigma 15600 Sport, which was pretty heavy, but not quite as heavy as the 500 Prime. With the R5 and a battery grip, it's I think it's right at about 12 pounds. And in my older age and my health and having a bad shoulder and a bad leg, I am always looking for ways to relieve some of that stress while I'm out in the field walking. So, been watching quite a few people, but Scott Keys has had a wealth of information, and I'm very grateful for that, Scott. So, if you're watching, or if you decide to watch and you run across it, I doubt it. Being I'm new here to this. This is my very first live video, and I'm not even sure y'all can hear me really. So, anyway, I wanted to take some time and talk about what I'm set up with. Let me make sure I get it all right here. I purchased the Wimberley, the as suggested by quite a few people actually. But I went and purchased the Wimberley, the MH100, the mono gimbal head, and I also purchased, at the suggestion of Scott, the the Benro Super Duper monopod. It's a 72-inch max height. It's got waterproof twist locks, carbon fiber spiked foot, machined aluminum flip lock for the top section, which I'll show you in a minute. It is the MSD46C. Uh, but again, this isn't a product review per se, as it is just kind of a little bit more of an add-on to what is going to help me in the field, uh, as far as a wildlife shooter, and as far as being a little up there in my years and having some disabilities. This is going to help me a little bit, and maybe if you're out there and you kind of got the same thing going on in your life, then maybe this might help you as well. Come to a conclude, come to a point where, hey, I might want to try this. But most everything here that I'm going to discuss is a Scott Keys idea, and maybe not even a Scott Keys idea. Maybe it goes further than that. I don't know, but this is where I ran across the information that I'm about to share. I have a black rabbit strap, which was suggested by Scott. Well, no, the Black Rabbit Scott strap I had for years now. However, um, I wasn't aware. Now I've been a hunt fish guy all my life, but I wasn't aware that they made these little quick disconnects for the marker plates. Uh, and I didn't know that until I started watching Scott Keys, and so I got me the arc plate with the quick disconnect. female side of it. And really, this is basically the only part that I'm adding to the suggested setup that Scott Keys uses, is that with let's see, I can do this way. Bring this down a little bit more. With the setup Scott suggested on the monopod, and of course the Wimberley head, I mean, I love this. I've got a tripod, and it's such the restrictions that you're held to carrying that tripod, especially in wildlife photography, where most of everything I do is action shots. So I'm used to shooting hands-free, handheld, and being on the go, run and gun shooter. Although I do prefer I scout my areas first, and then I'll go out and I'll either build a hide out of the environment that's available, or I'll bring my chair in, and I'll throw some camos on or whatever, maybe a lens hide over me, or even a pop-up blind. But for the most part, I'm always on the run, moving, trying to keep up with the activity of what's going on wherever I'm at. But like I said, for the most part, I do like to just scout the area and then see what's coming in, what's going out, what's coming through, and then I will sit down and just wait. Patience is a big thing in wildlife photography. It's not for those who need to see something every 10 seconds. It's just not. I mean, I'm sure there's places where you can go and find that, where people are feeding the animals and all that good stuff. But I don't feed. I don't set up any kind of to where it would be a controlled environment. Everything that I shoot is wild. I may use a call every now and again. I won't use a call during nesting season. I won't use a call during breeding, anything like that. So if I do use a call, it's because there's an animal that is in the area that's already there. He's already active and calling and doing what he's doing. Or I will just play a random call. It's pretty amazing to see. Like if I'm out, I might play a screech owl call, and not to see a screech owl, but to see what birds respond to that screech owl call. And it's pretty amazing to see all the different animals that come to a call that doesn't belong to that family or that species. Again, I know there's people out there that don't agree with using calls, and that's their right to believe, and whatever statistics have been done, research. I've learned in my life, and I've been an outdoorsman all my life. I was raised in the woods, pretty much hunting, fishing, and I've had experiences that some people haven't. And I know there's a lot of people out there who spend a lot of money, especially these government people. These people that start these businesses that are funded by the government. They come to the conclusions that continue to keep their money coming in. If they, I'm not saying it's always like that, but I know a lot of times you get there's a lot of people who if they don't come to the right conclusion, and their income is coming in from the government, then they don't continue to collect that paycheck. So, I'm all for conservation. I'm all for keeping the wild, but there's a lot of people out here who claim to be conservationists, and that they're not. They disrupt the wild just as much or more than someone like me does, in which I try not to leave any footprint anywhere I go. The only sign you may see of me is where I broke off limbs to build a hide, and that's the only thing you're going to find where I've been, other than maybe some sunflower seeds that I chew on while I'm out shooting. Getting off subject, but anyway, back to this monopod setup, which is I've never been one to want to tie up my hands with anything other than the camera and the lens, because I've missed so many shots when I've had my tripod. Now, I've never shot off a monopod. This is a completely new thing to me, but getting the feel of it here at the house, I haven't had it in the field yet. Again, this is the Benro. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's got this flip block. Probably can't see it. It's got this flip block at the top of it, which is pretty neat, because with that flip block, you can unflip that thing and you can just kind of raise it up to get it where you want it, without having to do those twist locks, which is a really, really nice feature, if you ask me. But again, I am new to this whole monopod shoot, and I just ran across Scott Keys here not long ago. I'm not going to fib about that. I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube videos or how-to videos. I'm one of those guys that likes to just kind of go out and do it by myself. Learn from my mistakes, which, man, I've made a bunch of those. But anyway, to get on with this video about what I've kind of incorporated into this setup suggested by Scott Keys, and probably by many other people that I haven't seen. Matter of fact, I know there is another gentleman out there that I've seen a few videos from. I cannot remember the name he's under for the life of me. Something Wings Photography. Forgive me, I don't mean to be rude by not getting it right, but anyway, so there's just a few that I've watched, and I don't, it's not because I don't want to, but I just don't have time most of the time to sit down and watch anybody. But anyway, to get on with the reason for this video, I'm shooting off the Benro monopod, the Wimberley MH100 mono gimbal. And so what I've done is I've added this, as suggested, Scott Keys, again, I've added this Pro Media gear. I think it is. I can't remember. That's another bad thing. My memory's shot. I've added this Pro Media gear arca plate, and it has the QD disconnect in it. However, I had to customize mine onto this because for whatever reason, the QD that I bought would not pair up with this arca plate. So I guess it was a different size, and I didn't know, but I'd already had these QD disconnect, or the quick disconnect, the male and the female. And so I customized this plate and put my female or my receiver end on here so that my male end will fit on this thing. Let's see if I can do this like this. Probably not, especially with my beard in the way, but we'll give it a whirl. Nope. So let me just do this. Great first start to a video, huh? Okay. So anyway, I have incorporated to this system to where when I'm shooting, let me get this back readjusted here. That was good. I think it was this one I closed up. Yeah. When I'm out shooting, let me bring that back up a little bit. Right there. I have a quick disconnect. Lock that in. not going to go anywhere. And so while I have the stability of the monopod, I've always without this strap, I always have to have at least one hand on it. I always have to have at least one hand on it. With the strap, I don't have to do that. I can let it go. It will swing around, look around. I don't have to worry about it. As far as being on the run and gun, I flip it around. It's up on my shoulder, and I go. Now I'm not sure if anybody has. I'm sure somebody has come up with this already, and I haven't seen it. However, I've been wanting to start doing some how-to videos and Q&A videos for any of those that might follow me. Who knows if they do or not? This is new for me, so I don't have a whole lot of followers as of yet. May not get any, and that's okay too. But I have a few. But anyway, so this system with this strap allows me to, if I need to do something else, answer a phone, or get another piece of gear, I don't necessarily have to have. I don't have to lay this down. I have this strap. I can push it over. It's on my shoulder, and I can go. I don't have to worry about dropping it. Even disconnecting the lens, I don't have to worry about it falling. It's on that strap. It's solid. But I really like having this quick disconnect on here, and not having to worry about holding that monopod all the time, the whole time I'm shooting. Now I'm also looking to incorporate it's an old military style belt. It is it's almost like a harness, comes over the back of the neck and over the shoulders, comes down and goes around the waist, and it has a carrier. It's a military flagpole carrier is what it is, and it has a flagpole harness here at the waist. And so what I'm looking to incorporate there is, even with this system, you put the belt, the flagpole carrier on, and then you shorten your monopod down to where once you have that flagpole carrier here, you're basically able to come in like this. Of course, this is going to have to be a little taller, which is just another adjustment. But you're going to be here like this and be able to walk with that carrier and not have any problems anywhere with any restrictions. And you'd be able to still let it go, not have to worry about holding it all the time. So anyway, that is one of the big pluses for me is not being restricted by having to have the monopod or the tripod always been in your hand. That was a deal breaker for me, because as I said, while I typically sit and play the patience game, there are days that even when I'm sitting, that I might see something somewhere else that I need to get up and I need to move and get to with little effort. So with this, I can grab my chair, roll it up, put this on my shoulder, and I could go. And if I fumble, if I fall or not fall, but if I fumble around a little bit and I have to take my hands off, I don't have to worry about this flying. Even if the monopod comes off the ground, it's not, my camera's not going anywhere. It's going to stay right here because of this strap. So all that being said, I again just wanted to share my 2 cents on maybe helping someone else figure out that even with these bigger lenses, uh, you don't have to sacrifice the portability and being able to move and stay on the go and be free about your movement just because you have a monopod. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. And if you like the video, please click the like button. And if you don't, that's okay too. You can down on it. But if you do like it, go ahead and click the like button. Go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell. And just know that it all helps. Hey, y'all have a great day. Be blessed. No bad days.